Hi! So it's day 4, and I've decided to talk in the evenings rather than the day, so then I can reflect upon the day rather than do it the morning after and reflect upon what happened yesterday. Just seems to work out. I don't know why I didn't do that before. And I do need to fill you in basically of what happened yesterday, but I'll talk through quickly about the yoga today, which I found really helpful. I did it with my mum, and I had a really early start. I woke up at 7:30. I usually I can't remember the last time I remember what 7:30 in the morning looked like, but here I was, 7:30. My skin was inflamed. I did feel tired. I didn't feel completely like I could go back to sleep though. I woke up and I was up. That's just the way my body works. So woke up, had a couple of crackers. It didn't feel like breakfast, and had a cup of decaf green tea. I thought, oh, I'll watch part of a film that I'm doing research for. So I gave myself an hour of that, and then I thought, right, I'll do some yoga. This is it. And I concentrated again on meditation and energy channels, and I didn't want to advance it any further. So I did about a good 7 to 8 minutes, I'm sure, of meditating. I felt tense. Around my back. I kept having to put my shoulders down, and they should be down anyway. They were a bit hunched. So I felt like I was anxious about something, and that's probably what I woke up over without, in my subconscious somewhere. And I just, usually with meditating, they say have an image or a sound or a picture of place, something that you can concentrate on and allow your thoughts to come and go. Don't block them out, because then your brain will just fight to get in there anyway. It's pointless trying to blot it out. You just allow them to come like waves to the shore, just allowing it to come, and then but still maintaining your image and your feeling. And my image is Russell Brand. I've no idea, but it's not Russell Brand as the person as he picture of him. He's got a new tour, and it's the cartoon of him. I don't know why that came to my head, but I thought I need to concentrate on something. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. So I thought, okay, it's got loads of bright colours as well, so it's easy. It's like nice it's thought inducing. So you just kind of allow your brain to go into that area and forget about the other things. Allow them to come. Just be like, oh hi, what you do with all the negative energies. Just be like, yeah, okay, I get you, you can't do this, you can't do that. All right. So what? Thanks for telling me, brain. It's the worrying part of your brain that's telling you these things, I think, and you've got a right to worry. You've been through a lot, and you're fretting about it. And if you don't fret, then who's going to do it for you? You think you're not concentrating on it enough if you don't tackle these problems right now. But the thing is, you can't tackle these problems, and and also problems rarely can be tackled. You just have to take it as it is and see it. Like, what are problems anyway? They're not just opportunities. I know that's what a lot of people say, and for people with illnesses, you can be like, what are you talking about? It's a problem. It's a constant problem. But it also makes you different, and that's a good thing, because so many people out there are clones. So basically, when you're getting negative energies, maybe don't see them as negative. They're saying these things, but so what? Say those things. You're the one who's saying it. You can stop it in time. There's no one else putting you down but yourself, is what I think. And I wasn't even having that negative attitude, but I know this morning, but I know what it feels like, and it creeps up on you. Today I was just trying to get focused, and there's someone doing yoga beside me. She was on a different scale, so I was just trying to think, you know what, I'm happy doing this. I'm happy doing this. And I was happy doing that. That's the thing about it, I couldn't resist sneaking a peek, seeing what she was doing. But it'll come in time. You know, I'll be able to bend like blooming blue tack by the time I'm finished with this. Who knows? So I did that, and then I have some yoga equipment, which are blocks like this size. You can get different colours. They're really light, and I recently got like a tube, a thick tube sausage thing. It's beanbag, like packed, and when you're doing different positions, it helps you to open up these areas of the body that usually not enough oxygen will get to. So we had I lay on the floor on my back, and I put the sausage shaped thing under my back, and so I was propped up, which meant that my chest was open up when I breathed into it, and I just opened it that way, and it felt good, you know. It felt invigorating. Might be just myself telling it, but who cares? It felt it. It felt it. Yeah. So breathing in, and then there was another posture where I was on my back, and I put the sausage under my sausage beanbag under my legs, and I had them up and crossed in front of each other. So like you'd be sat and you crisscross. So I had it, but just propped up, which meant that your pelvic floor was kind of opening up and breathing it in, and you know the energy channels for that were in a different position, and they say twists help quite a lot as well. So I did a lot of lunges, opening up the hips, and twisting my back round. So there were lower lunges as well. I wasn't standing up. It was my back leg was, my knee was on the ground, and I twisted my body. So if it was my right leg lunged, then it would be I twisted the right, because it's, oh no, would I? No, I twisted left, yeah. So then you're opening up both things, and twisting is really good for you as well. Yeah, so I did those, and I did some downward dog, but I did half downward dog. I just basically went into downward dog position and didn't, sorry, family home, what can you say? So I was in a downward dog position, and then I go into semi-plank, so my knees were on the ground, and then hold my arms up, and then I went on the ground, and I did mini cobras, which is where you're just lying on the ground, your arms are up by your shoulders, so like this, but you're laid down on your stomach, and you lift your body up just using your arms. So you can obviously your base. If this was you, you just lift yourself up like that, like so. All this hands use. You just lift it up. And you're like, it's really hard. But well, you'll probably lift it up more than me. But I can only do it like a millimeter off the floor. But you can feel that it's working. It's toning these areas, and it's helping stretch your body long. I feel so anyway. It's like they call it like some of the yeah, I feel like it's stretching anyway. Yeah, so I did that, and then I did that 3 times. Did that 3 times because, you know, power of 3 and all that, and left it, and then just did some meditating. But I did that also in a long space of time, so it doesn't sound like a lot, and it sounds really simple, but if you're doing the yogic breathing and you're taking your time with the postures, or as much as you can manage, I kept also resting in between. I kept doing the fetal position or the baby position, where you go back and you have your head on your hands and just stretch, or you're stretching out your arms. I kept doing that so that I didn't push myself. I liked the feeling of doing the yoga, and I liked doing a bit more, but I didn't want to feel dead after, which is fair. So I did. I rested quite a bit in between, and you know, for at least 2 minutes every posture. But you know, do it to what you can. And I don't know what type of yoga this is. I think it's just, you know, any type with the gentle gentle preparation for yoga, because I found out that this is gentle yoga and I was absolutely exhausted after. So we'll take every step as it comes. So I did that yoga and then I left. I went out for about an hour and a half today on some errands, and I came back, made a really light lunch of rice crackers and goat's cheese and beetroot, and went to bed for about 2.5 hours, because that absolutely wiped me. But I'm going swimming. I'm going swimming in half an hour, so I wanted to do this before I'd say that, I'm going swimming. I think I'll do it before bed and then I can just sleep. It'll be good. But all in all, this yoga seems to be happening. I don't know. I definitely think I got some really good news today, and that made me feel lighter. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Because if you're telling yourself, when even if you don't think you're telling yourself, but you think, oh, I can't do that. Can't is a word that I despise, because everyone can do something, and we can do something even if it's in our four walls or even if it's in our bed. Even if we're sleeping, we're doing something. So don't be hard on yourself, and let's take our time and find a way through this in the only way that I can tell you how. And that's my journey right now. Yeah. So I hope that this day's been good for you too. Bye. Back tomorrow.